30 seconds to
Standing
transmission.
by it, titles of TX with Clinton TUC, Mink and Car headline.
We are on the edge of a new technological revolution. It is confusing, frightening, and breathtakingly exciting.
The digital revolution has arrived. For the viewer, it means a clearer picture, better sound. For Rupert Murdoch, it's a chance to tighten his grip on pay TV.
Television created both a new means of entertaining and informing huge numbers of people.
County transmission, 10.
He's even prepared to buy Manchester United to win the battle.
5.
Believe me, the consumer is in the saddle.
The future of television is here, if viewers can be persuaded they want it. The digital future on display this weekend at the Live 98 show in London. All the major broadcasters, the BBC, ITV, Channel 4 and 5 are here. By the end of the year, they'll all be available in digital and will still be free. Digital is a new way of broadcasting programmes, an alternative to the existing signal. For now, viewers can decide whether to stick with old-style reception or get new equipment. But digital is not just about technical quality. It allows commercial broadcasters to offer scores of extra channels if consumers are prepared to pay. 2/3 of families are happy with the 5 main channels, like Clive and Marjorie Smith from Nottingham and their children Chloe and Guy. It's people like the Smiths who haven't been tempted by cable or satellite who have to be persuaded if digital pay TV is to take off.
I'm probably the one who's resisted it. I suppose I'm concerned about the fact that you don't get quantity with quality.
To have 100 channels coming in, when do you watch them? When do you do anything else? When do you eat? So I'm not particularly attracted by numerous channels.
I suppose I would like more, but I think I watch a lot as it is. So if I had more, I might not get a chance to watch it all, and so it might not make any difference.
We put in a video camera as an experiment to monitor their viewing for a week. We also asked them to keep diaries to find out if they were really satisfied with what they'd got now. Tuesday evening, and there's no problem finding something all the family can watch. It's The Bill on ITV. Tonight, they wouldn't appreciate a wider choice. It's the habits of viewers like the Smiths which could decide the outcome of the digital pay TV battle. There are 3 contestants for the digital pay TV market. The first about to start is Sky. Sky subscribers will get a cut-price package which includes a decoder, a new satellite dish and around 200 channels. Challenging Sky is a newcomer to pay TV, On Digital. On Digital, a consortium of Carlton TV and Granada, is due to make its debut in November. Their viewers will get around 30 channels through existing TV aerials, but they'll need a decoder, a different one from Sky's. Waiting in the wings to see how the others make out is cable. Next year, cable companies will offer their subscribers a selection of the digital channels. From their studios in West London, Sky are running digital test transmissions ready for this week's launch. The company has pulled out all the stops to be first off with their 200 channels. So far, they've spent around £100 million on advertising and marketing alone. They believe their electronic programme guide will be a winner. Right. Mark Booth, the man with the task of making it all work, is confident the investment will pay off.
We don't think it's a gamble at all. It is inevitable. It's like the sun coming up tomorrow. The consumer believes that digital television is better, and the quality and the content that's available make this an investment for us, which we think is both prudent and smart, but especially it's smart for the consumer.
Sky is putting its money where its mouth is. They've been cagey about the total cost of the launch. It's estimated at around £1 billion, much of that subsidising installation costs. The city expects Sky's profits to fall, but believes the risk worthwhile.
Do you think there is going to be a kind of all-out war between Sky and On Digital?
Oh yes, absolutely, and that is why we've had to cut forecasts for Sky. We love it long term, but in the short term it's going to pay the price on the bottom line.
3, 2, 1.
Meanwhile, On Digital has gone to ground. After a high-profile stunt to launch its logo, Sky's rival is keeping its strategy a closely guarded secret, perhaps hoping to tantalise prospective viewers. The people at On Digital said it'll offer fewer channels and its package of programmes is likely to cost less than Sky's with its more complicated pricing structure. Even so, it looks as if On Digital has been trumped by Sky. Industry experts like Barry Fox have seen these technology wars before. He's not surprised that Sky is offering a cut-price deal to get its service into people's homes ahead of its main competitor.
What surprises me about On Digital, it must have been absolutely clear to them that what Rupert Murdoch would do would be to buy market share by giving away free aerial installation, because that has taken away the one big advantage of terrestrial television, that you don't need a satellite dish. It was so plain, it was written on the wall that Murdoch would do this. He'd say, OK, I'll give you the dishes. And this seems to have taken On Digital completely by shock. And I can only think that if they really were shocked, then they need a change of management.
Quietly getting on with linking up homes and watching the fallout from the battle are the cable TV companies. Their trump card, interactive services. Next year, they'll offer digital TV channels along with home banking and shopping. For now, cable is happy to sit back.
Well, we want to see what the consumer likes about it. We believe there's some confusion in the marketplace in terms of what digital really means to the consumer. And when we offer digital, we want to make sure we have the product offering right. It's going to be pay-per-view, near video on demand, and interactive services. But yet how it's bundled and how the consumer reacts to that bundling is going to be key in terms of the take-up of digital services.
It's a typical morning's viewing, and Guy Smith is surfing the channels. He settles for the big breakfast. Channel hoppers are good news for the digital pay TV companies who believe consumers are looking for more choice.
Again, terrestrial versus cable and satellite homes. And you can see
but the advertising industry is not so sure. This is a seminar at CIA Media Lab, market researchers. The audience, advertising executives. For them, it's crucial that there'll be enough viewers for digital pay TV.
What's happened already, declining TV viewing levels overall, suggests that consumers will continue to find other things to do with their lives than watch television. What should we do?
As D-Day approaches, viewers' awareness and enthusiasm is worryingly low. According to research this week, only 11% of people with pay TV and cable and satellite households said they'd go digital in the next 6 months. In homes with no cable or satellite, like the Smiths, just 2% said they'd sign up in the next 6 months.
This is going to be a real big, tough marketing campaign, isn't it?
Oh yes, but you have to bear in mind that there is huge investment in technology in order to get this thing to fly at all, and so the platform providers have to have very deep pockets to get it to work.
It's not just a short burst, this is going to be a long haul.
This is a very long-term investment. This really is changing television right the way through the production and the distribution process.
Wednesday evening at the Smiths could provide the answer to how Sky and On Digital hope to get households to sign up. Yes! Manchester United versus Barcelona. Football matches are a major TV appointment for this family. And digital pay TV companies need what's called in the business the killer application. They think they've found it.
Football clubs have become the latest weapon in the battle for market share in digital television. 2 weeks ago, Sky stunned everyone by making an audacious bid for Manchester United. And now Arsenal is in talks with Carlton Television, part of the On Digital consortium. The sums involved, over £600 million for Manchester United and around £200 million for Arsenal, is an indication of what is at stake.
The Manchester United bid has yet to be approved, but the deal shows how much Sky and Rupert Murdoch are prepared to spend to buy their way into the new digital market. Our experiment is over. The Smiths come to the end of a week of diary keeping. Having had a chance to analyse their viewing, would they be prepared to pay for more choice? Surprisingly, perhaps, they would, but not immediately, and some are cautious.
I don't think that I've actually got a need for it to have that.
Doesn't excite you?
It does a bit with being able to watch loads more stuff, but I just don't think I'd be able to watch it anyway, because the novelty would probably wear off.
We're getting a bit closer, I think, to leaving terrestrial aside and going on to something else.
At the end of the day, it would have to be a package that offered more than simply good quality pictures. It would have to be the actual programme content that would make the difference. As far as I'm concerned, it would probably be sport that would tip the balance.
In a few days, these decoders will start appearing in hi-fi shops. The digital battle will begin in earnest, but no one is expecting a sudden rush. If the Smiths are anything to go by, there is a market for more choice, but it'll take time to develop.
You'll get some pretty good sales over the first 6 months, maybe the first year. The real question arises after that, when you have to go into the mass market. You get past the nutty first adopters like me, and you have to sell it out there to my next door neighbour. At the moment, my next door neighbour doesn't know what digital is, doesn't care, and would like to go on living their life exactly as they do at the moment. That's going to be the target market, and nobody's yet come up with a strategy to sell to the mass market.
The digital pay TV market could be worth billions of pounds, but deep pockets will be needed for whoever wants to win a major share. So far, it looks as if Rupert Murdoch has them.